Welcome back everyone, and today we are checking out a new home within a master plan community that has just about everything you could ever want in a community, and maybe even so much more. And if you're new here, it's wonderful to have you stop by. My name is Dylan Concepcion, a trusted Central Florida real estate advisor, and I go all over Central Florida touring new construction communities and homes so you guys don't have to. And today we are checking out this new home that has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sits just above 1,900 square feet. But before we take a look inside the home, I want to make sure you guys are up to date and understand where we are currently. And today we are in Ocala, Florida. Ocala is a growing metropolitan city, best known as the horse capital of the world, but it's more than just horses. Ocala offers beautiful natural springs, hiking trails in the Ocala National Forest, and a lower cost of living compared to other parts of Florida. Being just about an hour and a half away from Orlando and just a little over an hour and a half away from Tampa. Orlando and Tampa both housing professional sporting teams, theme parks, and so much more. Welcome in and welcome back everybody, and just reiterating myself for anybody again who's new here, my name is Dylan Concepcion, a trusted Central Florida real estate advisor, and today we're checking out this new home. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sits once again just above 1,900 square feet. So let's kick this home tour off, starting off with our foyer. Now in our foyer, you guys are currently seeing an upgraded tile flooring that is going to go throughout the home. Another thing to keep your eyes on, something that doesn't convey, is going to be light fixtures, giant mirrors on the wall, artwork, wall trimmings, and accent walls. None of that stuff is going to convey. It's all personal preference, so you guys can decorate and beautify your home however you guys see fit. Now behind this is going to be our first 2 bedrooms and bathroom, and now this is not standard. This is an upgrade, and you guys will have the opportunity to pick that at our design center. So let's go ahead and walk into this space. And what I like about this space is the privacy it offers, right? Obviously, the barn door is an upgrade, so you guys don't always have to opt in for it, but I do like that it adds a touch of privacy for our first 2 bedrooms. And now we are going to have our first bathroom right here, but we're gonna walk into our first bedroom. Now, in our first bedroom, we do have a nice tall front-facing window that brings in a great amount of natural light, and we are going to have carpet flooring throughout all of our bedrooms. And now I know you guys are currently looking at this like, oh, where are my doors? This is our closet, and yes, our model, our version of the home is going to have our bifold doors. Obviously the model doesn't, because it's a model, so it's negligible, doesn't really need to be there. Coming out this way, we are going to have our bathroom, and in our bathroom we are going to have our single vanity sink with those quartz countertops, along with our shower tub combo. And keep in mind, guys, if there's ever anything you're seeing in the home, throughout the home, that you don't like, keep in mind you're not married to any of these options. You will have the opportunity to go to a design center and pick out all your interior finishes. And I was talking with the sales rep, and there's like endless, almost an endless amount of options for you guys to play around with and choose from. So we're going to step into bedroom number 2 now. And in bedroom number 2, we have that side-facing window that brings in a good amount of natural light. And just like our first bedroom, we're going to have carpet in this one as well. And extra points for the basketball-themed room. I love my hoop-styled rooms for sure. Just like our first bedroom, no doors, but this is going to be your closet, and you have a good amount of space. Honestly, if you ever want to maximize space, all you need to do is add some extra wire shelvings, or you can go all out and do the California closets in them if you truly want to maximize that space. So walking back this way, we are going to step back into our foyer, and just to the right of me is going to be our 3rd bedroom. If we continue down this little hallway, just to the right here, we are going to have our laundry room that connects to our garage. So we're going to take a look at these 2 areas first. And now you guys are currently seeing a washer and dryer, and they will convey. This is a standard feature, and we'll talk more on that later. Now what you guys are currently seeing is actually our original design center, all the way back in phase 1 of this community's development. As you can see, there's not that many options, but since then it has grown. Obviously I can't showcase the garage because it is being used as a sales center. Just wanted to give you guys a little heads up, and that's obviously what everything you see is right now. Now, I know I mentioned that the washer and dryer are standard and they convey. That is because these two specific ones are the standard versions. At the design center, once you start to get to higher priced homes, larger homes, you guys will have more options in terms of your washer and dryer. Those are the standard units. They have more units available with more bells and whistles, but that is those are the standard ones, FYI. And now I know that we're seeing no doors. There's a lot of the doors are missing. That is just a model thing. As we walk into bedroom number 3, you will see, again, no doors. In your version of the home, there will be doors though. So let's go. In our next bedroom, we're going to have that side-facing window that brings in a decent amount of natural light and carpets, just like we saw in our first 2 bedrooms. Now, another thing we saw in our first 2 bedrooms is actually going to be fans. Fans do not convey. That is going to be an upgrade. Now, one thing that actually makes this bedroom stand out from the other 2 has to be the privacy of it. So obviously we're tucked away in our own little nook. You see that they used it as more of an office. It's quiet in that one center part of the home. But this is definitely a nice option if you guys need or are putting a family member here that does require a little bit more peace and quiet. And now another thing is that this bedroom actually has a walk-in closet. Now it's obviously not too much of a walk-in, but as you guys can see, it is a walk-in. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now we are going to be exiting our 3rd bedroom and stepping towards one of my favorite parts of the home, which is going to be our living space, our kitchen, lanai, master bedroom, and all that jazz, right? It's gonna be the rest of the home, and I love the functionality of it all. So to the left of me, we're going to have our living space where we get that upgraded tray ceiling and ceiling fan. And of course, we get a bunch of added natural light coming in from those lanai doors. And just right there, you guys can see it. We have a huge, beautiful wall, perfect for that fat 75-inch screen television. And now I'm going to show you guys our lanai. I briefly spoke about it, so I might as well bring you guys over here before we step foot into our lovely kitchen. And now I'll showcase to you guys right now, we do have these pocket doors that lead onto our lanai. And as you guys can see, what the pocket doors are is they just slide all the way in one way and all the way in the other way. And on a day like today, it's perfect to leave this open and allow and just embrace that Florida weather. Funny enough, it was literally pouring rain all early today. I'm talking like I couldn't even see 10 feet in front of me on the highway. And now we got this cool weather, cold breezes, and it just feels ultimately really, really nice outside. So there's a few things I want to mention as I step outside. First off being that our screen is actually going to be an upgrade. We do not get to keep the screen lanai. Obviously, you would have the opportunity to go to a design center and pick it out. And then in the back there, behind that wall, or that fence you guys may see, that's kind of the border of our community. There's actually going to be a grocery store that is built there. So you guys would have a grocery store literally right inside the community, almost making this community fully inclusive. You guys would almost never need to leave. And they do have some plans to bring in a doctor's office to give you even more reason to stay and not leave. So stepping back in, we are going to step foot into our kitchen, the heart of the home. So let's go. First thing I'll show you guys is on the opposite end of the kitchen, which is going to be our pantry. And now there are some upgrades in this kitchen that I want to talk about. So let's start off with our island. And we have a huge island with a breakfast bar, and these are going to be level 4 countertops. And now you probably don't know what level 4 means. Our builders, they do a leveling system. So obviously level 1 and your standard options are going to be the most affordable. And as you go up, it scales. So a rule of thumb is you pay more for the nicer things and less for the less nice things. But enough about obviously what we don't have in this kitchen, what is an upgrade. Let's talk about what's standard and what we definitely do get, which is, I'll start off by saying we get our dishwasher included, as well as our oven stove and our microwave. Now you guys are looking at this and you're like, is that a gas stove? Yes, this is a gas stove, and it's not through a gas hookup. This is actually an all natural gas community. So that is standard across all homes. That's uniform across the board. This is a gas community, so every home is going to be equipped with gas stoves for you guys to use at your leisure. Now, we have a refrigerator in this kitchen as well. We get to keep the refrigerator, which is huge. That is a standard feature. You guys do not have to pay any extra for, you know, an appliance package or none of that. We have your refrigerator, dishwasher, oven, stove, microwave, and your washer and dryer. So this home comes fully loaded. You guys have all appliances in this house, and that is going to be standard. So that is definitely a huge W to see for these builders. Now, real quick before I leave, the last thing I want to mention is going to be our cabinets. Now we have this gray, or sorry, I said gray. You see gray so much that it's just almost natural thought. I'll start off with, ouch. There's no soft close, as you guys can see. You will have the opportunity to pick that out at the design center. Another thing we don't get is the crown molding on the top. Again, that is going to be something you can pick out at the design center. And these brown cabinets are going to be our standard color. So if you don't like them, you guys are gonna have the opportunity to change them. So let's exit our kitchen now. If we walk just across our kitchen, we have a small dining space just right here. And we get those large double oversized windows that bring in a great amount of natural light. And now the final stop of the day is going to be our master bedroom and bath, which happens to just be right behind me. So we're gonna go grab a look now. In our master bedroom, we have those double oversized windows bringing in a great amount of natural light. And just like our other bedrooms, we are going to have carpet in the master bedroom as well. And now we do have a ceiling fan in this bedroom, and that is going to be an upgrade that you would get to pick out at the design center. Now, just behind me is going to be our master closet. We have our master closet in our bedroom versus in our actual bathroom. I feel like in most new builds, we typically see it in the bathroom now, so this is definitely a pleasant surprise. And we also have our master bathroom just to the right of me. So let's go ahead and walk in and talk about what we have in here. As soon as we come in, we're going to have a linen closet just to our right. And as we keep walking into our bathroom, we're going to have our double his and hers vanity sinks with the same quartz countertops that we saw in the other bathroom, along with our same brown cabinetry. And again, guys, no soft close. Just behind me is going to be our all glass step-in shower enclosure with those ceramic tiles that go up about 3/4 of the way to the ceiling. One thing that I do like about this bathroom is going to be the window that we get up there. I like when I have natural light coming into my bathroom, and I also like that it's, you know, one of those cloudy windows that you can't really see through, because obviously it adds a little bit more privacy. Coming this way, we are going to have our throne room directly just behind me. So let me get out of the way so you guys can take a look. And now keep in mind, guys, if there is ever anything you feel like you didn't like, whether it be colors, cabinets, whatever it may be, keep in mind you have full authority to change that if you would like to go for a new build and once you hit that design center. But that is going to conclude our home tour for the day. All that's left for you guys to do is stick around for the vlog, and Coach G will get you your numbers breakdown at the end of the video, and I'll catch y'all in the kitchen for the outro, so peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there will not be a food vlog today. I felt that it would be very fitting to actually go through the community and kind of talk about all the amenities we have, considering we got so many of them. And I felt that it was just very fitting, right? So let's go ahead and start off at the Roan Hills Park. We have our first community pool right here that actually does happen to be a heated pool, and it comes with a little bit of a splash pad as well. If you guys are actually allowed to rent this out, all you have to do is put a deposit down, clear it with the HOA, and as long as everything's, you know, not broken in you know, ship-shape form, then you will get that deposit back and there's no need to worries. So we're gonna walk this way towards the park. We have an entire children's park here with those shaders just above. Now this community does actually have walking trails all throughout the community. Now one thing I do like about it is even if you aren't going on one of those long walks throughout the community, it's almost like they've structured even the walks around the park and in local nice green areas to be almost like, you know, those walking trails. So it definitely is a nice thing to see. Now to the left of me is going to be another amenity. Just right outside the kids park, we are going to have this little workout station going on right here. And what I do like is obviously that while our kids are playing, the adults can come over here and get a quick workout in. I mean, me personally, I'd be using these pull-up bars for sure. You know, I ain't out here doing muscle ups yet, but you know, one day we'll see. Now, if we keep coming this way, just on that side is one of my favorite parts of this community, which is going to be the basketball court. So we're gonna go check it out. And what better way to test out these, to show you guys these amenities than to test them out right away. So we're gonna get straight into it. Oh. Oh. Ooh. All right, y'all. I promise I'm usually not that bad. It's a lot of jumpers just to get here, but I just came off a knee injury, and we're just gonna go check out the next amenities. So let's go. So my vlog brings me here now, and we have made it to the adventure park, and now there is a children's park here, which is larger than the first one we got to take a look at earlier. You guys see they have that nice pavilion and the swing sets, of course. And now we're gonna get to the adventure portion. So we're gonna bust out these skates, we're gonna lace them up, and we're gonna try it out. So let's go. All right, y'all, got the skates on. So to save, you know, the embarrassment of me busting my ass on these ramps, I'm just gonna go take it to the hills and kind of showcase you guys just a little bit. We're gonna skate just a little bit. All right, guys, I did a little bit of testing to make sure I could even attempt some of these things, but it ended in utter embarrassment, and you know, my butt hurts now because I fell on it so many times. So, but you guys kind of see what we got going on. We have obviously the adventure park tailored more towards bikes and skateboards. Now, obviously we see kids with their scooters out here all the time, or even if you're an experienced rollerblader, roller skater, which I am clearly not, you know, then this obviously might be a little bit more suitable for you. But you guys can see that there's obviously a lot of amenities that this community has to offer, and obviously a nice lifestyle that they've catered to here. Now, we do have a few more amenities to check out, so we are going to jump over to those now. So let's go. Now, probably one of the most special amenities that we have in this community is going to be our Florida Aquatic Swimming and Training, home of the Falcons. Now, this is an Olympic training swim center. They have the outdoor pools, they have the indoor Olympic size pools, they have a huge children's splash pad, and this comes with a full state-of-the-art gym on the inside, which we can't go in. I'm not a member, so I don't get to go in freely as I want. But if you guys ever did want to come tour this facility, just make sure to reach out to me and we can set an appointment and definitely stop by when we're checking out the community. And guys, remember, you get to keep all of this is through your HOA. So you get access to this through your HOA with no additional fees, no additional costs. So that's definitely a sweet thing to see. And now just across the way is actually going to be our charter school. They have an elementary charter school in this community. So your students would be going directly into the school from the community. And they actually have a tunnel system where there's a tunnel that leads directly under the bridge that takes the kids directly to school. And we're gonna go take a look at some of the tunnels throughout the community. And that's going to be the final segment of the home tour after I show you guys those tunnels. And you know, there's gonna be one with artwork that, you know, you're allowed to, throughout the day. Obviously this is a huge friendly golfing community, so you can traverse this entire community via golf cart, and then the kids obviously on the scooters. So you're constantly going to see it happen, and these are the tunnels that the kids are allowed to take and golf carts are allowed to take to go safely under obviously our main roadways and so forth that get us from point A to point B. So that is going to conclude the vlog. Coach Shi is going to take over and get you guys your numbers breakdown, and I'll catch you all in the kitchen for the outro. Peace. Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for stopping by my class. My name is Coach Contra, and we're going to jump straight into it today, starting off with our home value. And this home clocks in right at a value of $340,990, and that is going to be a base price, so keep that in mind, as you guys will get the opportunity to go to a design center and pick out all those interior finishes and structural upgrades as well. And guys, if you are looking for something that's a little bit quicker, they do have a bunch of inventory homes ready for you guys to move into. Obviously, you do lose the opportunity to pick out the personalization of the interior finishes and so forth. But if you are looking for something to move into a little bit quicker, just know that they do have that available for you guys. And our HOA in the community is going to be $132 a month with no CDD. And this is a master plan community, so you have a wide variety of amenities coming to you guys, such as a state-of-the-art, top 3 in the nation actually, Olympic Swim Center that has a full state-of-the-art gym, and you guys have full access to that just as being a part of the community. You guys will also have smaller amenities as well, such as heated pools, adventure park, bark park separated for dogs big and small, as well as sports courts and things of that nature as well. Now, moving forward, we are going to jump into our incentives. And our community currently has some good ones going on right now. They are currently offering closing cost assistance, as well as already pre-bought down interest rates. So you guys can move into a home knowing that you will have a lowered interest rate, as well as you'll have to come out of pocket less because they are providing assistance towards your closing cost. All right, now next up, we're going to jump into our tax estimate, and this is for educational purposes only, to give you guys an idea of what to expect in the your future years. And we have a tax estimate at $3,546 for your annual cost. And keep in mind, guys, I am not a lender, so if you want more accurate numbers, reach out to me and we'll put you in contact with the right people. And the same thing continues as we move into our loan options. I'm not a lender. All these numbers I bring to you guys are for educational purposes only, to give you guys an idea of where to start. So don't go attacking no sales rep saying, oh, but Coach Shi said, guys, these numbers are for educational purposes only. So keep that in mind. This is just to help you guys gauge where to start. Starting off with our first loan of the day, Old Reliable FHA at a down payment of 3.5%. We are looking at a down payment of $11,934 with a credit score of 580 to qualify. Moving on, we are jumping into our conventional loan, and the most common down payments we see are 3%, 5%, and 10%. So at a down payment of 3%, we are looking at $10,229 for our down payment. And now at 5%, our down payment is going to be $17,049. And now at 10%, our down payment is going to be $34,099 with a credit score of 620 to qualify. And now I'm frequently asked, what's the difference between FHA and conventional? If I can pay 3.5, why would I pay 5 or 10? And it's super simple. If we are looking at a higher down payment, chances are that you are most likely my second-time home acquirers, and my second-time home buyers are required to pay a larger down payment, whether it be for their next investment property or their next primary residence. We are going to be looking at a higher down payment. And now, as far as the main difference between FHA and conventional, it's going to be our PMI, our primary mortgage insurance. Now, on an FHA loan, the primary mortgage insurance is going to be there the entire duration of the loan, which can add a few $100s on top of your mortgage every single month. Whereas with a conventional, it actually drops off once you hit 20% equity in your home, saving you those few $100 obviously on top of that mortgage for the rest of the duration of that loan. And now I know if you guys need to go FHA for credit purposes or down payment purposes, that is okay, because once you hit that 20% equity mark, you can refinance into your conventional loan, saving you those few $100 every single month. And now moving forward, we are going to jump into our final two loans of the day, which are our 100% financing financing loans, starting off with our USDA. And now our USDA loan is a 100% financing loan, but there are guidelines that our buyer needs to pass in order to get approved for this loan. So keep that in mind while you guys are utilizing this information. And now that is going to be a 640 credit score to qualify for our USDA loan. And next up is going to be our final loan of the day, our VA. So shout out to all my veterans out there. We truly do appreciate everything you guys do. And the VA appreciates it so much that they hook it up with a 100% financing loan that is a big whopping $0 down. All my veterans are required to bring is their closing costs to the closing table. And speaking of which, our closing cost is going to be our final segment of the day. Now, real quick, for our VA loan, that is going to be a credit score of 620 to qualify. And now jumping back to our closing cost, I usually calculated a rule of thumb of 4%. Now, on average, a good rule of thumb is 3% of the purchase price, depending on builder and other factors as well. So I calculate at 4% to kind of give you guys a little bit of that extra buffer space as well. So at a rule of thumb of 4%, our closing costs are going to be $13,639 for our closing costs. And that is our final segment of the day. So thanks for stopping by, and back to you, Dylan. Thank you, Coach C. We appreciate you as always. And as you guys can see, we are back in the kitchen. And as a final recap, today we were in Ocala, Florida, checking out our builder's garnet. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and sits just above 1,900 square feet. And now this is usually the point in the video where I take a quick second to say thank you to anybody who is still watching, or if you've been showing love and supporting on my previous videos, I truly do appreciate it. And if you haven't heard me say it yet, my name is Dylan Concepcion, a trusted Central Florida real estate advisor, and I go all over Central Florida touring new construction communities and homes so you guys don't have to. So if you found any value in today's video or my previous content, you should consider hitting that like button and subscribing. 1, because it is free, and who doesn't like free stuff? And 2, it helps my channel go a long way, as well as it keeps you guys in the loop so you aren't missing any opportunities similar to this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.